could this be?
Welcome and welcome. Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you the gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day. Even a day like today. Day like today. You're not rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Hey, I thank you for hanging out with your man, Captain Will, on this Friday afternoon. We got to go with today, y'all. I said we got to go with today, y'all. I had every intention of getting on the treadmill. I was already dressed, getting on the treadmill to get my 3.25 miles in because Captain Will's back on his fitness, trying to get back right for the summer. Birthday coming up in June, so I'm trying to get getting the body right because the shirt coming off. But then I get a text, I get a tweet, I get a DM, and they say, "Oh, MiLaysia Fulwiley has committed to the LSU Tigers." I was like, "Bet." South Carolina, hometown girl, has went to the enemy. She went to the enemy. I said last week, I said a couple weeks ago, I said, MiLaysia can go anywhere she wants to. Anywhere she wants to. But I don't want her going to the SEC. I damn sure didn't want her going to LSU. Prove me wrong. Made me feel some type of way going to the LSU Tigers, Kim Mulkey. And I thought about it. And I was like, oh, man. Like, LSU is nice. LSU is really, really good. And I thought about having MiLaysia Fulwiley on the roster with LSU, and I was like, real talk. I was like, okay, Kim Mulkey is doing her thing. Like, even though they lost Anissa Morrow, she's gone. Even though they lost, Samaya Smith, she's gone. Del Rosario, she's gone. I was like, they added MiLaysia Fulwiley. They added Kay Koval. They added Grace Knox as a top 10 recruit. They added, Divine Burridge and Zakia Johnson. They got back Flage and, oh, man, Michaela Williams. And I was like, wow, man. It's been a long time since LSU beat us. Long time. And I was like, okay. They got a really talented basketball team. And then I was like, is this the year that LSU can beat South Carolina? Is this a year? I know LSU doesn't come to South Carolina, because LSU came to South Carolina previously and everything. And I was like, wow, could this be the year? Can MiLaysia Fulwiley lead LSU to beat South Carolina, Dawn Staley? Can that happen? I stepped back, poured me a little drink, and I said, hell no. There ain't no way in the hell that LSU is ever going to beat the South Carolina women's basketball team. No way. I don't care if you got MiLaysia Fulwiley laid with the butter. I don't care if you got Kim Mulkey, got every top recruit that comes that she can get to go to LSU. I don't care if Mulkey goes out and get baby Mulkey, Uncle Mulkey, Grandpa Mulkey, all the Mulkeys to line up for the LSU Tigers to go against the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions. You ain't beating South Carolina. You are officially on my watch. You are on my list. You are on my list, LSU. You on my list, MiLaysia Fulwiley. You on my list Fulwiley, you on my list. Michaela Williams, you on my list. And if you're on the list of Cap Will, I'm going to talk about you every single day. You know why? Because we feel some type of way about this situation. We do. We do. It ain't no secret. Ain't no secret that we feel some type of way about this whole thing. Because I know this for 2 weeks. I've known this for 2 weeks that she was going to LSU. 2 weeks. This wasn't just like yesterday. This wasn't the day before yesterday that everything was, the whole, she might go back. She changed her mind. Hell no. It's been a couple of weeks that I knew that MiLaysia Fulwiley was going to go to LSU. And I was just holding this in, holding up all this right here, holding all this in, because just waiting. So MiLaysia Fulwiley has decided to go to the LSU Tigers. And a whole lot of folks going to say a whole lot of stuff about this, that, and the third. Make no mistake about it. I'm saying this right here, right now, on April 25th, on Friday at 14:52. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I ain't going to put it in pencil. I ain't doing none of those things. It's a mistake for MiLaysia Fulwiley to go to the LSU Tigers, and I'm going to tell you why. First reason that it's a mistake for MiLaysia Fulwiley going to LSU is that you left champions. You left champions. You left the three-time national champions. You got a championship at the University of South Carolina, the home of pig feet and sweet tea. That's what you got. That's what you left to go to LSU. LSU and be coached by Kim Mulkey. Are we serious? Dawn Staley to go get coached by Kim Mulkey? What the hell? Are we really talking about that? Dawn talks about, Kim Mulkey's so good. She got championships and all this, that, and the third. I tell you this right here. I got 5 kids, 3 of them are daughters. And 2 of those daughters played basketball. High school level, AAU basketball, college basketball, all them things. And there's no way in hell, ever, that I was seeing one of my daughters to play for Kim Mulkey. That's just the facts. That's just the truth. I don't know what she's selling down there. I don't know, maybe some snake oil, whatever the case may be. I would not have Kim Mulkey coaching my child to play basketball, being a leader of women in that basketball scheme and teaching them about life and all these different things. Have we seen the pedigree in the WNBA of Mulkey's players? Have we seen that? Have we seen what happens when they graduate, when they leave LSU and move on to the next level? Have we seen that? The last draft that was just happening, Lisa Barrow was a terrific player. Went from DePaul, came over to LSU, great player, and was drafted in the first round. Salute to that. Terrific. We had 3 players that was drafted out of the top 21 picks in the WNBA. Two of which almost shocked the world and what they did this season. And then it was like, can Sanaya Fagan get drafted? Oh, man, because she don't play enough minutes. Can Breezy Hall get drafted? Oh, wow, because she don't play enough minutes. Both of them got drafted. Los Angeles Sparks and the Indiana Fever. And here's the secret. I believe both of them going to make the team. And then Tiana Pow. I'm like, it's not a secret, y'all. It's not a secret. It's just like, okay, I'm leaving from being the hometown hero. And I know it's a tough decision by Lay. We all know that was a tough decision by Lay. But, the cat's out the bag, yeah, right? Cat's out the bag. No need for Cap Will to hide his thoughts on this right here. That wasn't a decision by Lay. That was not a decision by MiLaysia Fulwiley. No. She wanted to stay home. She wanted to stay at the crib. She is the pride of Kenan High School, Columbia, South Carolina. There was a huge cheer every time this child went to the scorer's bench. Every single time. There ain't no love like Carolina love. She didn't get that love at LSU. She better get the bag. I'm curious to see what the NIL money, because I heard she's signing today in terms of NIL money. I'm so curious to find out what the bag is for one MiLaysia Fulwiley. And it better be a big old bag. It better be a big old bag, because I'll tell you this right here. I'll tell you like this right here. If it ain't no big old bag, please tell me why the hell she left. Somebody tell me why the hell she left. Is it because of playing time? There's no playing time. No playing time. You see the guards on that basketball team? This is why Fly J had to go to the lab with a pen and pad, have a come to Jesus moment with Kim Mulkey. Like, okay, I know that MiLaysia Fulwiley is coming to this basketball team. This is what Fly J said. She said, I know she's coming to the basketball team, but I got to decide on what I'm going to do and how I'm going to be utilized. I'm going to be utilized by this current staff and this roster that we have. Because one thing Fly J was not going to do, she was not going to move to no point guard. Okay, I don't care if you got MiLaysia Fulwiley coming to this team or not. I ain't moving to a point guard. And if you want me to move to point guard like you did with Hayden Van Lith, hell no, I ain't going to no point guard. So we knew that was going to happen. So the assurances of Fly J Johnson was like, bet, you ain't moving to point guard. We're going to have MiLaysia Fulwiley playing point guard for the LSU Tigers. What the hell? So Lay can do tremendous things on the basketball court offensively. She can handle the ball. She has all these acrobatic shots. She can do all those great things. She can do great things on the defense. She's an exceptional player. Like Dawn Staley said it herself, a generational talent. That's what she said, right? That's what she said. So MiLaysia Fulwiley is not a point guard. Kim Mulkey. I don't know what you saw. I don't know if some people told you. I don't know if homeboy Gary Reedus told you that, yo, she could be a point guard. She's your next point guard. What? What? Are we serious? Are we saying that MiLaysia Fulwiley is going to be your point? MiLaysia Fulwiley is your shooting guard. She's your shooting guard. She is the shooting guard. That is what she can do. She can score at will if she is fully engaged, but she ain't your point guard. She ain't no point guard. MiLaysia Fulwiley played less than 19 minutes per basketball game. Fulwiley averaged almost 2 turnovers per basketball game, playing 18.1, 18.5 minutes per game. She had an offensive rating of 103.9. My metric of being a great offensive player efficiently. This is what we got to discuss, because we have a lot of terrific offensive players that we see with our eyes but don't see with our minds. So we got to make sure the mind concentrate with our eyes and figure all these things out. So you cannot have your point guard with an offensive rating of 103.9. That's number one. Okay, she can rebound the basketball. She can block shots. She does all those great things well. What she does not do well, she does not shoot the three-point basket well. She shot 26% for three at almost 3 attempts per basketball game. She can't do that well. She is not a floor leader, so to speak, in women's college basketball. She is a go-getter. You give MiLaysia Fulwiley the basketball and you move the hell out of the way and let her work. I pleaded for that the whole season this year. When Fulwiley gets to get in the game, when she has somebody one-on-one, you clear out and let her do work. We see that at the end of halves. We see that at the end of games. We see all those different things. 10 seconds left. Okay, Fulwiley got the ball. She's going to dribble. She's going to beat her defender and go to the basket. And you foul her, she's going to make the shot. We see all those things. But if you relegate MiLaysia Fulwiley to being your point guard, you are literally putting that tiger that she now is into a cage. This is going to be a one and done, y'all. This is one and done for MiLaysia Fulwiley. She coming to LSU to get this bag, so to speak, whatever the amount is, and she bouncing. She's going to leave. And Mulkey, I'm going to watch you all year long now. I'm going to go subscribe to the website. I'm going to start following players. I'm going to be all engaged on this whole experiment. And that's how I see it as a whole experiment with having MiLaysia Fulwiley as the point guard for your basketball team. Talking about going to lead to an NCAA championship. Playing time, Lache played 32 minutes per game last season. Michaela Williams played 32 minutes per basketball this season. Tessa Johnson, top 10 overall recruit, came to LSU with the intentions, with the knowings of okay, I'm going to get minutes because there are minutes to be had. Devon Birch, same thing. These are two top 25 players. These are two of the top 5 guards, top 7 guards in this recruiting class. McDonald's All-Americans, 5-star recruits, all those great things. Got, combo guards with size, 5'10", 5'11". Those decisions were made way before MiLaysia Fulwiley decided to commit to LSU. So is there going to be a ripple effect? Is there going to be a ripple effect now that Fulwiley has changed the calculus on this basketball team in terms of guards? We'll see. We will see. Because if she was upset about minutes at the University of South Carolina, three-time national champions, what's going to happen at LSU? What is going to happen when this point guard experience don't work? Then it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. Now LSU has been notorious for having these junior conference scheduling, during the season. So it's going to be the scheduling is horrible. It's going to be horrific. So it's going to be times where you're going to see Lay and Flajay and Michaela Williams on the court at the same time. It's going to look like this is the best thing since the Dream Team. I'm just keeping it real. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome for your eyes against those subpar basketball teams. But oh yeah, when they play top-level competition, I'm talking about the South Carolinas, the Texases, the Oklahomas, the Ole Misses, all those top-level teams in the SEC. We're going to see something. Because we saw it for 2 years. We saw that for 2 years. The LSU fans, I know y'all are jumping with joy, having parties, and I'm sure y'all doing the parades and all those things right now. But I'm making a wager right now. April 25th, when we play LSU, in LSU, we're going to win by double digits. And if we don't win by double digits, I will come on the air with a feather boa and a Kim Mulkey shirt on. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, you're not going to, you are not, and there's a whole lot of LSU fans that watch your man cap the wheel, and I love y'all. Y'all are funny, y'all are great, and y'all support y'all team. But y'all ain't beating no South Carolina. That ain't happening. We ain't doing that. It's nice to fantasize about possibly beating South Carolina, especially when you beat them in 18 years. So it's nice. You ain't beat us when you had your girl Angel Reese on the basketball team. You ain't do that then. So now you're gonna beat South Carolina because you got MiLaysia Fulwiley on this basketball team? Hell no. No. Now, if you would have got Latson, if you got Ta'Niya Latson, we led the college basketball team at 25 points per basketball game, then we'll have a decision. We have a conversation about, possibly beating the three-time national champions. If you didn't get Latson, you know who did? The rich got richer, and that's South Carolina. We got Latson. I'm curious, LSU, what's going to happen in the post? to the post. And I love Keiko. She ain't ready to give y'all 35 minutes like a Nisa Morrow did. Y'all lost Jersey Wolfenberger, which I don't see no replacement from her on this basketball team. Y'all lost to Maya Smith. Please tell me, do y'all have a replacement for her? Is that young lady from East Carolina? No. Is it Grace Knox, who I really do like as a basketball player? Is she going to make that difference this year for y'all? No. Y'all got better. I ain't going to front. Y'all better today than y'all was yesterday. How much better today were y'all compared to? Because there's levels to this right now. There's levels. Are you better than South Carolina? Hell no. You're not. Are you better than UConn? Definitely hell no. We will see. Y'all changed the culture right now. Y'all changed it. Yeah, Cam Will yelling and screaming for 21 minutes and 10 seconds. Let's go through a few comments, and there's a lot of comments today. Like y'all, like it's 15:07. 15:07. I say, Brandon, what's up, my brother? Thank you for the tip. Go Tigers. USC. Run over. Love your show, Cap Will. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Hey, man. Brandon, and I like Brandon, and my baby boy, Brandon, is my youngest son name is Brandon. So, Brandon, you cool with me, brother. You cool with me. This is barbershop talk. We're going to talk it out. That's what we do. Now, and I love that. I love it. Kaisha shaking my head. I can't believe she went to the opponents. South Carolina would definitely come out with the win. That was a shady move right there. And Kaisha, you are almost like the voice piece of how most Carolina fans are feeling today, especially because it's happening. And for the past week or so, when word broke that it's a high probability that she would go to LSU, you know, is not, because I have to separate it, because I love MiLaysia Fulwiley. Let's keep it real right there. I love MiLaysia Fulwiley. But going to LSU just changes the narrative in so many different things. It changes the narrative of how I feel about this transaction. For women's basketball, it's terrific. It's terrific. You got ESPN creating storylines right now. You got ESPN acting like the WWE. Like, we're going to create this storyline, but we're going to hold this storyline and we're going to milk it for 6 months. Like we're building up for WrestleMania. That's how ESPN doing right now. They're in the lab with a pen in the pad. Oh, snap. Fulwiley has moved on to LSU. And you got the scheduling. I think the commissioner's name is Greg Sankey. Ooh, you know, he's in the lab with a pen in the pad with his folks just deciding how we're going to do the schedule. Because you can guarantee right now, South Carolina's playing LSU twice this upcoming season. Oh, you have to. When Vic Schaefer came over with Texas and came over to the SEC, South Carolina played them twice because knew the back and forth, knew how good Texas was going to be, and the back and forth with Vic Schaefer and Dawn Staley, you know, the rivalry, so to speak. There ain't no real rivalry because Dawn Staley beats up on Vic Schaefer every time. But you have the scenarios now where you have to put LSU. You talking about LSU and South Carolina gonna be game day twice. You have to. The reawakening of MiLaysia Fulwiley in the Colonial Life Arena where fans gonna be straight up confused. Gonna be confused. Like, do we yell when she make a nice play? Do we boo? I'm so confused. You know, I'm gonna have to put my hands on my pockets. Because I'm like, oh, Captain Will, normally you get up when she do all that stuff, you literally run up and down the stands. You literally run up and down the stands like a Holy Ghost thing going on. So you like what you got to do now? What you got to do? I can't wait for her. Robin said, bring her on. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Robin. Let's go. Let's go. You want some? Come get some. Y'all can tell I used to watch a lot of wrestling. I love wrestling promos. I did. Man, let me cut a wrestling promo. Carmen Glover, crazy. I thought she just said she wasn't even visiting LSU. Carmen, girl, let me tell you. That Instagram stuff, that back and forth that be going on, is entertaining, but a good portion of it ain't true. I'm just keeping it real. It ain't true. It ain't true. I'm not gonna say I'm an insider, so to speak, but I will say this right here. Sometimes the insiders hit your man Captain Will up. So I guess I'm an outsider trying to get inside with basketball dudes. Well, a lot of cats hit me up, and it always pays off because I trust the folks who send me information, and their sources has told me for a couple of weeks that Fulwiley was a done deal. Done deal. So regardless of what you saw, and we saw all of it, and I saw it too, on the various social medias, this thing been done for a couple of weeks. Not a couple of days, not a couple of hours, a couple of weeks. And yes, it was going back and forth. I ain't going no LSU. I ain't got no visit scheduled. Damn, that happened quick. That happened quick. KK, I'm assuming it's about money because it doesn't really make sense. And again, and KK, I thank you for your comment. I thank everybody for the comment. We got a lot of folks watching Man Captain Will on an afternoon day. I appreciate it. And if you're watching me right now, if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button so we continue to make this thing grow. And also, Twitter is on the bottom of the screen. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Real easy. Hit the follow button. Instagram for my young heads who watch me today. On Instagram, it's Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. That's real simple. Now about this money piece, I talked about this a little bit last night in regards to the NIL valuations, and Flage right now has the highest NIL valuation for any women's basketball player, and that is $1.5 million. Our own Chloe Kitts has a valuation, I want to say, of $150,000. It's either $125,000 or $150,000. I can't recall. So Fulwiley, the bag that we say, I'm curious of what that number is going to be. Was it a $250,000? Was it a $500,000? What was it? You know, I'm curious to see. And if she's getting a large number, more power to you. More power to you and the family and everything that goes along with that. Generational talent could potentially get generational money. That's great. I just don't see this experiment working. Pauline Griffin, I just can't believe it that she really went to LSU of all places. I wish her the best, but that's a bad move. Pauline Griffin, girl, you preaching to the choir because I believe the same thing. If it's really tough for us as fans because we had so many celebrations and we celebrated this young queen all the time at South Carolina. Now going to LSU, it's different, man. It's different. Amy Yarbrough said, sorry, but I'm not about to root for her at LSU. Amy said, I'm done. I'm done. It's a nerve that got touched today. Ninja King Terrence. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. What's up, my guy? Y'all got her. Y'all got her. So, I have to see what Mulkey does with her. I have to see. Because Mulkey coaches hard. Hard. Those side eyes she does, those absolute toddler tyrants she does on the sideline. I hope Fulwiley can deal with that mess. I hope Fulwiley's family can deal with that mess. I know I couldn't. I could not. Not my babies. Nah, I couldn't deal with it. Couldn't deal with it. Paula Tucker, hello, Captain. It's Dr. Tucker. So my pearls are in my head. GM of South Carolina women's basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if y'all know, but I am the de facto GM of the South Carolina women's basketball team. I hired myself. I'm waiting on the call from Dawn Staley to officially hire me. But in lieu of that, I am the de facto general manager of the South Carolina women's basketball team. So, and it's a tough position because the position of general manager of the South Carolina women's basketball team always begins with a shot of some type of vodka or gin or some Maker's Mark, whatever the brand is. And then we after that's done, we marinate. We look at roster spots. We look at analytics. We look at all those different things that go along with the South Carolina women's basketball team. And here's the thing. LSU got MiLaysia Fulwiley. They got her. But there's a young player out there who resides from Utah. Her name is Gianna. Y'all might have heard of her. About 6 feet tall, average 19.3 points per basketball game, average about 5 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 51% from the field, shot 45% from the three-point line, shot 89% from the free throw line. You might have heard of her. And she's going to be making a decision about where she is going to decide to go to South to finish her last year in college basketball. And from my sources, she's leaning toward South Carolina. Okay, so we were already a better basketball team when we got Ta'Niya Latson, and that's with MiLaysia Fulwiley entering the portal. We were a better basketball team. The numbers speak for itself in every metric with Latson joining South Carolina. Now, we made a big stink, or I made a big stink 2 years ago when Lay came to South Carolina's 13th overall recruit, and Talasia Cooper saw the writing on the wall, and she bounced. I said the same thing about Lay. I said the same. I will literally say the same thing about MiLaysia Fulwiley. When Latson committed to South Carolina, MiLaysia Fulwiley was gone. We could go back to when that date actually happened. I'm going to tell my wife, oh, Leia's gone. She's gone. It was like some stuff that, oh, no, Maddie's going to bounce. No. When Latson came over, Leia was gone because Latson is a better basketball player than MiLaysia Fulwiley. And that's the GM hat that I'm talking about. Higher field goal percentage, higher three-point percentage, more rebounds, more assists, better three-point percentage by a large margin. We became a better basketball team. And with Lay going to LSU with the chance of Gianna coming over to South Carolina, we are a way better basketball team. Way better. It's not even close. It's not even close. And I mentioned before, if we get Gianna, don't even have the season. It's not even fair to other basketball teams. And I'm talking about LSU. I'm talking about UConn, who beat us by 25, 30 points. It's not even fair. If we get her, we got Latson, we got Madina Okot, we already got Ayla McDowell, Agot McCurr, all those great things. Don't even have the basketball seasons because South Carolina's going undefeated. So LSU have a great off season, and we'll be tuning in. Mm-hmm. Chill. Whole bunch of laughing faces. It's not true. Y'all tripping. Oh, chill. It's true, brother. It's true. Yeah, she gone. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I could have said that 2 weeks ago. Oh, it's done. Jimmy Baker, let's move on from her decision made. Thanks for the 2 years for excitement. Jimmy Baker, this was the last time I talk about MiLaysia Fulwiley in this type of space in regards to her endeavors at LSU. What I will talk about is the debacle of LSU over the season. I will talk about that. And when we play LSU, I believe 2 times this year, potentially 3 times this year. Like I said before earlier, I think the schedule maker is going to make sure we play LSU 2 times, and then we could possibly play them in the tournament. Oh, it's going to be some whole lots of game day experiences from your man, Captain Will. Trust and believe. Adam Ritter, I'm so. That's a lot of so. I'm so mad. Is LSU better than us now? Hell no. No. Adam Ritter, don't be mad, brother. Do not be mad. You can feel some type of way because of MiLaysia, because we have an affection for our girls and they feel like our family. And that's like our babies out there doing their thing. But don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is the NIL era. And until somebody puts a hole on this era, we got 1,500 college basketball players in the portal, entered the portal. You got a problem. You got a problem. But in terms of them being better than us, oh no. They got better, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Are they better than last year? Last year's team? No, they aren't. I'm gonna just keep it real. They are not better than last year's team. And whoever thinks they are going to have a better team than they had last year is crazy. It's crazy. Anissa Morrow was the best basketball player. Anissa Morrow was one of the best basketball players in college basketball. And she's gone. Samaya Smith, another starter for their basketball team, is gone. Jersey Waffenberger, 6'4", came off the bench for them. She gone. I'm naming post player. 6'6", Del Rosario, even though she didn't play much at all, she gone too. Last year, Poa, she gone too. And then, in terms of post players to bring in, you got Grace Knox, who's 6'3", top 7 overall recruit, nice player, really good. You got Kate Koval, 6'5" player for Notre Dame, and during her recruiting class, she was top 7, top 6 overall recruit, nice young player. We'll see what she can do. We're not a better team than we were last year. No. Jonathan McQueen, Moki has had a bad history of disrespecting ex-players like herself. BG is a perfect example. I hate the move. I'm taking off just to boo so hard when we beat them for the 18th straight time. Brother, you a trip. You are a trip. I mean, it's going to be must-see TV. That is going to be must-see TV. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this. Paula Tucker, God help her be at peace with LSU and Kim. It's crazy. She is. Queen Dawn is professional. Kim is unprofessional. And you tell no lies. I just don't like the narrative. I don't like the way that Moki moves, man. I don't. I would not ever send one of my kids to LSU to play for Kim Mulkey. I just would not. I would not do it. I don't care how much money, because there's a whole lot of Division I schools out there. You're talking about, you take South Carolina out the picture, you take LSU out the picture, you're talking about 360 other Division I schools. I would have been cool if she went to Notre Dame. I would have been cool if she went to Maryland. I would have been cool in any of those places. I would have been, but Moki, I would have been cool. I would have been, matter of fact, if she went to Ole Miss with Coach Joe, I was like, okay, bet. It's like, okay, go for Don to Coach Joe. I'm cool with that. But to Moki? Come on, man. I can't be convinced of a lot of things, but I can't be convinced of that right there. How this thing gonna work out? I just can't. Broken Gregory. So LSU wouldn't pay for Leah Chavez, but pay for Fulwiley. Well, you said a lot. I'm gonna break that up right now. Okay, so Leah Chavez was asked $5 million. Okay, as an incoming freshman. Here's the thing. MiLaysia Fulwiley ain't making more evaluation than Fulwiley. That ain't happening. So you have a situation where what's the number? What's the dollar amount? What's all those different things that are transpiring for this transaction, if you will? Is she getting 1.4999? You know, $1 less than Fulwiley? Who knows? But I tell you right now, if Moki and LSU is paying that amount of money for MiLaysia Fulwiley, $1 million, over $1 million, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. You need to pay that money for a post player. You should have paid that money for a Reagan Beers. Get you a post player. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, because MiLaysia is not going to change the calculus with y'all basketball team. It ain't. It's not going to change the calculus. So it's a matter of what are you going to do? What are you going to do? But this changes so many things, man. It makes me look at things differently. Like the sky looks different out there for Cam Wheeler today. It does. It does. I'm gonna go finish up with Broken Gregory. Hope Fulwiley's parents are happy. They will find out grass isn't greener on the other side. You know what? And Broken Gregory, you said a mouthful with that. I just have to say, with her being in Columbia, we're all family and friends and classmates and just from way back when, former coaches, teachers, all those different things, had the opportunity to go see her play. These cats ain't going to no LSU to watch Fulwiley play. And every time Fulwiley makes a mistake, these LSU fans are going to look at her crazy and talk mess. You know why? Because LSU will always view her as a Gamecock. Always. She will always be a Gamecock. True LSU fans are not going to accept her like that and put their arms around MiLaysia Fulwiley. When she commits 5 turnovers in a basketball game, when she goes 1 for 12 in a game, you be like, oh, you should have stayed in South Carolina. When she costs y'all a game or two, how quickly y'all going to run from MiLaysia Fulwiley? Now she's going to make some exciting, amazing plays, and she's going to score the basketball. She is. But do not have no buyer's remorse, Kim Mulkey, when she's not your point guard. She's a shooting guard. Shooting guard. SG. Grass ain't always greener. Grass is not always greener. Aaron saying, why lie about the situation? I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Chicago Cheetah. LSU beat South Carolina in LSU by an average of 30 points. Chicago Cheetah, you made me laugh. Chicago Cheetah, you know good and damn well y'all going to beat no South Carolina no 30 points. Last 18 straight times, it's not even a rivalry. I spend too much time talking about LSU because LSU is so good with other teams, but LSU sucks against us. Y'all can't beat South Carolina. You cannot beat South Carolina. And the notion is that South Carolina got weaker because MiLaysia Fulwiley is with y'all and y'all got stronger. That's the notion that you should not believe in. You shouldn't be believing in that. There's a few things you don't believe in. Don't believe in. And then it's okay. Santa Claus. No, don't believe Santa Claus. Easter Bunny. No, do that. And then third one is the LSU will ever beat South Carolina. That's the third one. Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, and LSU have no chance of beating South Carolina. Okay, so those fairy tales, you just continue to be fairy tales. Don't do that. Jason Barnett, Lay only went there because Dawn wouldn't allow her back. She did it to spite Dawn, but trust, Dawn can be cold. I have no remorse for, even if that's the case. I have no remorse if a player enters a transfer portal and then wants to change their mind and say, I'm gonna come back to South Carolina. And those were some rumors that that she wanted to come back. I have no remorse for that. None. Because I would literally do the same thing. I would do the same thing. If a player decides to enter the portal, that tells me that you do not want to be part of this organization. You don't. Otherwise, why the hell would you enter the portal? It don't make sense to me. And I think it's like 31, 32 players who enter the portal actually change their mind and committed back to the basketball team. No. As a general manager of South Carolina women's basketball team, Captain Will says, no, you enter the portal, you are gone. I don't care who you are. Because I learned from the Army, everybody's replaceable. Everybody's replaceable. You can be Captain Will. You can be Major Will, like my wifey. You can be Sergeant Major Will. You can be whoever you are. Whoever you are replaceable. On April 24th or April 25th, as today is, in the Army, especially when you deployed or in harm's way, you die today, somebody else is going to fill your slot. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, Captain Will was nice. He was good. He loved them damn cheeseburgers. That's how it'll be. So it's not a situation where, oh, man, now we got to take her back because she changed her mind. Nah. No, it's too many players in the transfer portal. This is an organization that is predicated on dominance, trusting the process, and having elite players. When you got 1,500 players in the transfer portal, you are replaceable. You are. And that's what went down. Jay Tilly Cap, love Lay and wish her the best. No hate, but I love the way our roster is shaping up for next year. Hopefully Gianna will commit to as soon as and the cherry on top of the championship Sunday. Jay Tilly, my brother, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. You let Gianna, you let her commit to the South Carolina women's basketball team. You let that transpire. I'm going to be so overconfident this season. I just got to let you know. I'm going to be so overconfident this season. It's going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be, I'm in the midst of the deadest period in college basketball. Cam Will going to be doing shots because I know we're going to beat everybody up. I just know that. Squabble up. That's going to be the thing. Last year was They Not Like Us. Now squabble up. For real. Put on a t-shirt. But you got to do trademark, Kendrick Lamar. But squabble up. We want all the smoke. All the smoke. Not your average 10K. She's going to be coming off the bench again. Not your average 10K. I gotta differ with you on that one right there. She ain't coming off the bench. If it was some assurances. Because this ain't Dawn Staley. Oh, you gotta work so hard, and everybody gonna compete, and everybody, the best player gonna play. We ain't no. It was some deals made. It was some handshakes. It was some high fives. It was a whole lot of things that was assured for MiLaysia Fulwiley going to LSU. And one of those things is I'm going to start. I'm going to start, and I'm going to get a requisite amount of minutes for LSU. Is it going to be similar to what Flage and Michaela getting? 32 minutes per basketball game? We'll see. I kind of got to think about it because right now, I think that's how it's going to be. She's going to ride those three. And all three of those players are going to get 30 minutes per basketball game or more. And then you're going to piss off Zakia Johnson, who thought she was going to come in and ball. And you're going to piss off Devon Burge, who thought she was going to ball. And one of those two players are going to transfer next season. One of them will. Or one of those players, both of them are combo guards, not true point guards. One of them might, I can foresee this right here. Real talk, I can foresee possibly when this thing falls apart with Leia as a point guard, Kim trying to negotiate and figure out a way for Flage to be the point guard. There's a lot of different ways that this thing can be manufactured to figure this thing out. But make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. This is a trip. It's a long trip, not a short trip. It really is. Broker Gregory said she would have been more dangerous at Ole Miss. If she went to Ole Miss, I'd be feeling some type of way. I'd be feeling differently about Ole Miss because Ole Miss, if they would have got MiLaysia Fulwiley and Cody McMahon, and they got a host of other, transfers to come in, but if they would have got those two, because right now, in terms of the transfer portal, Lay was 5th, and I want to say Cody McMahon was like 3rd, something like that. And then with the way the coach and the coaches, and it's very similar to how Don coaches. So I would have felt like, okay, Ole Miss is ready to put in some work because Ole Miss is defense first, much like Dawn Staley is defense first. LSU, I don't know what they are first. Showtime? I don't know. Glitz and glamour? Followers? Somebody help me out. I don't know. I'm LSU people. Tell me what's the heart and soul of this LSU basketball team. I don't know. I don't follow them like that. You talk about South Carolina, you are looking at you say South Carolina women's basketball, head coach Dawn Staley, and you do the footnotes. Defense, then you do depth and elite talent. Now, LSU has elite talent, but they're more so top heavy. I don't know. C-Dub said LSU about to win championships now. Really? Really? Why? What makes you say that? C-Dub, please tell me. What makes you say, LSU family, what makes you say that y'all win the championship? Please tell me. I really would like to know. I really would like to know because if we going player for player, MiLaysia Fulwiley, Ta'Niya Latson, we got the better end of the deal. Much better. Just keep it real. Please tell me. Help me out. Who's going to rebound the basketball? Who's going to rebound the basketball for y'all team? Anissa Morrow got the bulk of y'all rebounds every single game. Who's going to do that this year for y'all? Is it a player that I'm missing? Is it a player that's going to step up and get y'all and be? And then Anissa Morrow is also a terrific defender. She was y'all best defender. So y'all lost y'all best defender, y'all best rebounder, was second in scoring. And I don't see, according to y'all roster, who's going to get those numbers. Because you also lost Saniyya Smith in Jersey. I'm just curious. Just curious. I want to thank E for a tip. Thank you. I appreciate it. Williams is the best big in the portal currently and is going to LSU also. I heard something about that. I'm not going to front. I've heard about LSU. I've heard about UConn. I've heard a number of things. And I say like this right here, y'all, you better get her. Whatever bag is left over, whatever NIL pot of money is left over after paying MiLaysia, you better pay her. Because if you do not pay her, y'all don't have a big to compete. Not just South Carolina. Y'all don't have a big to compete against Texas. Y'all don't have a big to compete against Oklahoma. Y'all don't have a big to compete against Ole Miss, Vanderbilt. None of these teams. You don't. You don't. You do not have a big to compete. South Carolina, the way y'all team is constructed right now, will eat y'all alive in the post. Eat y'all alive. It will be ugly. And then those three guards, Fulwiley, Flajay, Michaela Williams, gonna have to deal with. Oh, and then you because I can say this with all certainty. All certainty. Those three players are going to play a lot. They're going to play the bulk of the minutes. They will play 75 to 78% of the minutes at the guard position or the wing position, however you want to figure this thing out, right? Zakia Johnson is good enough to get minutes. I'm talking about 15, 17, 18 minutes per basketball game if Mulkey plays her. What if somebody gets injured on y'all basketball team? Injuries happen. Flajay got injured toward the end of the year. What if that happened? Do y'all have the depth? Do y'all have the depth at the guard position? I'm talking about proven depth. Proven. Because I will be the first one to say that I like Devon Burge and I like Zakia Johnson. I will be the first one to say that because I was following their recruitment and I wanted either one of them to be a Gamecock. We ended up getting Agot, who's better than both of them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Agot McCurr is better than both of the players that y'all got coming in. She's better than Zakia Johnson and she's better than Devon Burge. She's way better. Way better. And then we got an Ayla McDowell who's better than both of those players as well. I'm just saying, man. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. So y'all got two talented, and then Grace Knox. Now, Grace Knox is nice. That girl is nice. I think she's going to do very well for LSU as long as y'all keep her. But, I mean, guard for guard, the depth that we have, y'all got Michaela, y'all got Flajay, y'all got Lay. Bet. We got Latson. We're going to get Gianna. We got Raven. We got Tessa. We got Maddy. So we got a guy. Oh, good luck. My homeboy talking about he's going to be about 30. Ooh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all better get Williams. For real. Hakeem Capleton, that LSU versus South Carolina going to be crazy. It's going to be records broken. It's going to be records broken for that basketball game. That's going to be prime time. I'm letting you know right now, ESPN. Don't put this game or games in some slots that we got to chase for. This has to be prime time situation. Game day got to show up. You got to talk about that game, the preview for not no days. I'm talking about weeks. That's what you have to do. You like I said before early in the show, you have to do it like WWE and you have to create these storylines. You create them. You can't make this stuff up right here. This is like, and I know some cats on here watching me right now. Y'all know, y'all watch old school wrestling like I do. And I go upstairs in the loft and I watch, my wrestling and everything. My wife said, boy, why are you watching wrestling for 1996? I said that was a great year for wrestling. That was when Hulk Hogan came down from the WWF and went to the WCW and became a bad guy. That was some great times. Those some great times. I just love all these situations, man. I just do. Renee Williams, we in the boot hollering. LSU. Lots of LSU. We in the boot hollering. LSU. Oh, man. Real talk, I love my LSU folks, man. I do. Y'all are vocal. Y'all stick with your man, Captain Will. You know why you stick with your man, Captain Will? Because y'all don't have a Captain Will in the bayou. I'm just keeping it real. So y'all holler at me. But y'all are extra, man. I dig it, though. I dig it. Trail said Dawn Staley basically embarrassed and blamed that UConn loss on MiLaysia Fulwiley. I would have left too. What we talking about? Embarrassed and blamed a lot. We got boat raced by UConn, and it wasn't a MiLaysia Fulwiley problem. It was a Pow problem. It was a Raven Johnson problem. It was a Joyce Edwards, a Chloe Kitts. I can go every name on our roster. UConn, it's not on us twice this year. With MiLaysia, without MiLaysia, there was nothing we could do against UConn this past season. They were the best basketball team in the country. And it's not a matter of blaming a loss on MiLaysia Fulwiley. She didn't play much. You can't blame a loss on a player who don't play much. You can't. You cannot. I can't blame those losses. And we would never, ever blame an individual player for a loss when we have, quote unquote, the most talented basketball team in the country. No. That's not the case at all. We got beat up by UConn. They beat us up inside. Sarah Strong did whatever she wanted to do. AZ Fudd did whatever she wanted to do. Paige had a subpar game, and they still blew us out by 29 points. Because last time I checked, MiLaysia wasn't guarding Sarah Strong. Was she? No. Like, nah, man. Not at all. KB, this is the last one. Y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with your man, Captain Will. The numbers are outstanding. The numbers are crazy. And I love y'all. I'm just keeping it real. For a cat who started this podcast a couple years ago, and the only subscribers I had was my family, a couple of friends, and Country Notary and Day T, and I can name a few others from the beginning. But we are over 56,000 subscribers talking women's basketball. So it ain't number love. So this is the last one, KB72977. Thank you for the tip. Thank you. Wish Lay the best and move on like she has. No need to beat this issue to death. The only way LSU is winning a chip again is if they make the trade they trade Kim Bulkey for Dawn Staley. And I'm in the show like that. And no way in hell is Dawn Staley going to no LSU. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You're now rocking with the best. Since you're rocking with the best, come out with your man, Captain Will. Let's go, Gamecocks, and we ain't talking about this no more. Peace.